Meanwhile, there's a plant somewhere around here. That bugger if I can see it. Plantu-chan. Plantu-chan, I wish to be friends with you. Here you are.
See, destroy the plants. That's why Kinoko Nasu is not allowed back in the Eden Project.
Yeah. Much to his chagrin.
I need to learn how to drive. It'd be really good to go down to the Eden Project again years later. But it's always best to do it in like early winter because like they don't generally do school trips around that point.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And because it's technically off season, so like it's easy to get rooms at hotels and stuff.
Game, could you please spawn some aggressors so I could actually, you know, aggress some people? Instead of beating up these fucking birds.
All these fucking birds.
They're just angry bird robots.
But they're much less triangular than that would imply. Speaking of terrible pop culture phenomenon movies, I was on YouTube and apparently like I kind of want to watch this game theory about it's film theory but whatever. Being like, is the emoji movie illegal? And I'm like, I want to see what bullshit you're spouting this time. Sometimes you talk sense, but a lot of the time you fucking just talk about something you think is interesting which is vaguely related to the topic at hand. Which is fine.
Yeah.
You don't much care for MatPat, do you?
I don't have anything against... Oh, I find his voice quite irritating, but other than that, I don't have anything
I find
against
him quite charming, personally.
Okay, I thought I had taken this sector, but apparently there's still one more aggressor to deal with.
He's like a cut-price John Barrowman.
I'm not seeing that, personally.
Well, that's the cut price part and action in it. That kind of like old school, like musical theatre, Hollywood polish.
Okay, now we have this sector. Game, it's not really fair to have sectors taken from me when you're not actually offering me any aggressors.
Well, we know this game has bullshit ideas about game design. That's why we have these ridiculously long, talky cutscenes in a game with no English localization voice acting.
Yes.
Yeah, because we're all here for the story, aren't we?
Yes, the story written by Kinoko Nasu himself, according to the marketing. And look what that has wrought.
Why is there a room full of gold? Where are we?
Marikasa, the Titan's Dark Tomb, apparently.
Why is it full of gold?
Sometimes tombs are full of gold.
Yeah, but... No. What's that? Is he a Celtic king? They did that. Yeah, they did that. I don't remember why. To be honest, half the things they do in burial rituals, you're just like, but I don't believe in an afterlife. And they're like, well, there's nothing here for you.
Oh, thank you. Some aggressors. Finally, started complaining about the service. I've been waiting here for nearly 20 minutes, and my aggressor still hasn't arrived.
What is it? An aggressor? Marinara on site.
I asked for my aggressor to be well done, and this is barely medium rare. Yay, we won the Rubik's Cube.
Why is it like this? No, Nasu, you secretly Hungarian. No, it took me years to learn that Rubik's was, as in, it belongs to a Mr. Rubik and not Rubik's with an X. I've caught you at last, Altera. Allow me to explain how deeply in the wrong you are. Right in the middle of a stitch. Oh, I am not without my flaws. My obsession with my hated enemy, for one. Everywhere I turn, I hear your voice, and I see flames in the shape of flowers. I don't know why, but they're there. And so now, in this instance, I will answer your voice with my own. Listen, hear my true oh my god. Hear my true name, know my story. This is what we find out. I am she who wields the sword of Mars, an descendant of the proud Hanu.
She holds her sword high as she declares herself.
Thank God!
Whatever her history with the Endwell Star might be, she still looks like a proud, heroic spirit.
I was so scared!
A smile is on her face, just like the one on Reese's. A sword is made to destroy. Simply touching one can strip away flesh. A solid swing can hack through meat and bone. Oh, now I'm hungry. But even so, when I see these two heroic spirits, women who live by the sword, facing each other for the future of this place,
I get really turned on.
I get sprung. God, now I'm imagining John Noble saying that.
I cannot lie.
The way they guard themselves from each other, not only their flesh, but their resolve, it's too beautiful. I like big resolve, and I cannot lie. You other mothers can't deny. When a girl walks in with determination on her face, and a big sword in your face, you get strung.
You reveal yourself then? I understand. The descendant of the Hanu, are you? All is clear now. White Princess of the Sword. Your people brought about the demise of Western Rome. You are none other than Attila the Hard. What the fuck is this bullshit?
Fate.
Dream where I was a little person and a man. My true name is Altera. You only need to remember that. You need to remember only that. Sovereign of Mooncell. No, I am genuinely confused. What? Will not truly be called Sovereign until I have defeated you, Altera. Oh, it's a... Oh... This is just a really shitty transliteration of Attila, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking bullshit. I ask for no stronger opponent than the champion of the Hanu. I am the 5th Emperor of the Roman Empire, Nero Claudius, and frankly, if I was any of the other 4 before me, I'd be more fitting than this.
Why not use Julius Caesar? He actually did have a military service.
Hadrian's later. Mark Antony? Oh, Octavian.
Yeah.
I would have loved to clash with you above the heights of Olympus. So the cheers of young maidens, but this stage of ours will do nicely. You're so gay, Nero. My sword will set your frozen soul ablaze. And now, Altera, let us settle this. And please could you explain why you, a member of the Hanu, is the sword of a Roman god? You know, this is still preferable to Cleopatra.
Yeah, it is.
Again, I've got a question why she looks like this. What?
Don't tell me you forgot the magical girl transformations. Which change her...
She looks even less Roman than she did before.
Also, now she fights like Bayonetta.
Why does she have rocket shoes?
Sometimes people have rocket shoes, and that's terrible. I want to see if there's a phantasm circle anywhere around here.
What, so you can look stupid again? More stupid again?
No.
Or less?
No, the phantasms are special attacks, not the magical girl form.
Oh, okay.
Oh well, we've beaten Altera now. Oh yeah. 3 EXs and a B on our first attempt.
Yes.
Yes.
Now we know.
Now we know.
Now we know.
Now we know.
What's a Haori again?
It's like a black those coat samurai words. Like,
Oh, okay.
you know, captains in Bleach, they wear Haori.
Oh, yeah, that's the one. I knew it, I just couldn't remember what it was.
One is taken from nurse, and proud to be with you, Nero-san. You've interested me. Don't know what's going on with Lee Xuan's voice. A satisfactory result indeed. As I thought, you have potential.
Like he failed my one on purpose.
Quick, do a Tory voice.
Too late. Yeah, my Nero voice is my Artoria voice.
Yeah. I might shuffle you off ride the duty in order to say the duty.
Oh, but I thought you wanted my Brian Blessed impression.
I'll get you to read for both of them and we'll see how that works out.
Flare effect. Commencing connection with Mars.
Are the Velgos just from Mars?
Huh? Firing in 2 seconds. Mars, turn your rage upon me. Pierce the heavens with your tears, red star. It's a planet, not a star. Teardrop photon ray. What the fuck is... What?! It's over, Emperor of Rome. Forgive me. You could not defeat me as a servant. No man, woman, or civilization could. Though I do not understand what it means to live and die as you did, though I did not wish to take your life. I have nothing else but the drive for destruction. So what are you trying to say? You're your own singular person. As am I. Each of us can live by our own rules, our own standards, choose to forgive and what to forbid. One day, this body will burn as payment for my sins, but it will burn in the light of pure conviction, never in the shadow of doubt. I gave into despair once, a lifetime ago. Is this the thing about the burning of Rome and the fiddling? I will never make that mistake again. No longer will I yield to anyone or anything, and above all else, I will bone the crap out of you. Above all else, I have been blessed to cross paths with a special someone, one who can trust in a servant as selfish and as foolish as I.
She means Altera, doesn't she? Because if anything, this Let's Play session has made it clear that Nero is totally in love with Altera.
When I see the gleam in my praetor's eyes, that light sustains my oath.
Well, that's disappointing.
No matter how low my flame may flicker, it cannot be extinguished because... Nice ass. Because of life's most basic principle, the passion of love. Set all your resources on full defense, but if you do that, the regalia will... Yes, it will surely break. But whatever happens, happens. Do not stray your eyes, my rival. Do not turn them away from me. Now, here I come. Refnum Calorum et Gehenna. Heavens, build for me. Shine your greatest light upon me. Dance like a flower and strike down a star. All praise to Domus Aurea. The Golden Theatre. Ah, this is... beautiful.
Jesus Christ, you two.
3-person marriage, I'm telling you.
Altera's movement stopped.
Oh, I forgot you were in this game.
Yes, I'm back, bitches. Her guard remains strong and ready. This new arena has clearly enraptured her. The image of this golden theatre, and the lone woman at centre stage with her sword in hand. It has captured Altera's heart, a human heart. Saber knows that, as terrifying a menace as Altera is, she can be made to recognize her own humanity. That's why Saber was so fixated on settling the score in a one-on-one battle. She respects Altera as a worthy and powerful foe. Altera would have no idea who she was if she saw herself in the mirror, so Saber took it upon herself to be the mirror. What kind of person is the heroic spirit Altera? What does she look like? How does she live? And how do others see her? End.
The beauty you behold is yours as well. Destruction? There is more to you than that. We are heroic spirits, you and I. Remember always, this is who you are, and now that you have come to understand, I call upon the heavens. Bless my sword! Allow me to bring down this shooting star! I may have pushed myself too hard. Too hard even for myself. What? But two of us together, we won through. Yes, thank you, Praetor. I knew you would be here when I needed you the most.
Didn't do anything.
How painful. I have not felt such pain in my core since I first fell. This is not the light of a star, but the light of the human spirit in such a resplendent theatre. And in this theatre, I have seen true beauty. Your dance, Nero. And I would say the same of you, Altera. We danced the dance of life and death together. A pity I could not take the lead. It seems our rivalry must continue unabated. Then I was your equal in the dance. I was able to dance with another person for the first time then.
The third fun Steve McDood guy steps out next to Adela. The same face as me, the same appearance as me, only his robes are slightly blue, slightly green. Sorry, fuck, I'm colorblind.
Green piping.
Green piping like a delicious gooseberry cake. Nothing needs to be said between us, because neither of us have voice actors. Just like with Castor's version of me. And in just the same way, this version of me stands over a fallen servant, meaning to protect her. No matter what, I am a master, sworn to fate alongside the servant who joined me.
My master. No, it is too dangerous to leave the ring. I cannot protect. Protect, you say? Now the truth comes out. You had spoken of your master as a prisoner, but that was a ruse, was it not? Like Castor, like myself, you are a dedicated servant to your praetor. What are you saying? I simply needed a master. Without one, I could not have held on to this body. I like her shoes. Oh, come now. At long last, have you no shame? First Castor plays the mewling whelp, and now you do likewise? You truly wish to make a villain of me. You must be joking. Some may have called me a tyrant, but none would ever call me a... Yes, they would. yes, they would.
That's generally the tone of people talking about you.
Yeah, Elizabeth Bathory has a point. Even if she does look like a trap.
Yeah, just as I thought. Saber and I must have felt the same thing, just as in the confrontation with Castor.
I shall hear you out later, but for now, as the vanquished, you must hear me. Altera, from now on the two of you shall be my subjects. This didn't work last time you tried it in ears. I had intended to seize your regalia and use it to fuse your praetor and mine, but for the moment, you shall be my prisoner and my guest. I trust you have no objections? No, that would be...
Indeed, it would be impossible. Only one. You, your majesty, can rule the regalia, so you showed us in the Holy Grail War. After all, servants say that have you not proven yourself to be the sovereign of all Sarafa?
Great Scholar, you would join us in the field now? Are you so eager to see the regalia restored?
The regalia? Yes, I do intend to see to that.
What are you?
There's Archimedes, strolling straight through the remains of Altera's noble phantasm. I had grown accustomed to his presence, distant in a sense, but also warm and caring. The warmth of a teacher looking over his students, that was the Archimedes I knew. But now, what I feel instead is something terribly velvety, almost like ice. Like a storm. What a very cold snuffles at your body. Castor's defeat was a mathematical certainty. You had just enough experience and skill to ensure it. However, Altera's defeat was quite unexpected. Her chances of victory were well over 80% for obvious reasons. What I fail to understand is how you not only survived, but overpowered her despite your shortcomings. Your display was impressive in a sense, but also rather unpleasant to watch. Nonetheless, the Moon Cell Automaton did choose you. I may have mentioned this, but the Moon Cell is helpless to defend itself for all its vast knowledge. Therefore, it named you its champion. And it opened a door just large enough for the invaders to get through, in order to lure them to you and let the battle take its course. From my perspective as an outside observer, I would call that a very foolish gamble. Why is he looking at me like that? So all hail the sovereign, reunifier of Sarafa. But now you shall begin to fall. You and your master have flown too close to the sun.
My victories were as certain as you once proclaimed. Not even Altera could stop me. Does that truly surprise you?
It does, in that you literally broke her spirit, not only numerically, and I watched as her spirit value plummeted, but by forcing her to yield. And rather than finish her, you took her in as a subject. That was unexpected, and unwise, given the risks and the lack of benefits. On the one hand, it was rather endearing of you, but it was also one step too far. Oh no, he has body
That's appearance. That's symbology. Archimedes, is that what I think it is? So my brilliant strategist, was this all part of your master plan? That the rest of us clash and die, that you may seize control? Were your designs truly so banal? Ha! Imagine the great scholar brought forth to fight off infections, being the first one infected himself.
Oh, you cut me to the quick, your majesty. But I cannot deny it. You see before you the most loyal servant of none other than Velbo itself.
What the fuck was that?
I have no idea.
He who craves power must always take more of it than others offer. I warned you once of lying, Archimedes of Syracuse.
But this is not the second time I've lied to you. Technically, it's only the first. I admire your passion and your beauty. I regret that we must be enemies.
Why did you have to make it weird, Archimedes?
Yeah, Archie, God. And Bettimedes and Veronimedes are waiting for you. Please understand, I do still respect you. To be counted amongst your adversaries is an honour indeed.
It's Nero.
However,
are you doing?
What baffles me is that you know your enemy, know what a threat she is, know it's best to kill her outright, and yet you would try to coexist. It pains me to see intellect so terribly wasted. Did you know humanity was supposed to have been perfected in the previous cycle? We should have long ago abolished such defects as love and hate and embraced the purity of reason. True enemy is human nature.
Then you do not see the inherent contradiction in your hatred for human emotions.
Of course I do. I am still human myself after all, and well aware of my own flaws as such.
Oh my god, Altera's hand is clipping into...
Todd Howard's fate, Extella. But despite those flaws, I remain dedicated to order. Did I not set aside my disdain for you to assist in your efforts? I prioritise the greater goal over my own petty feelings, but you, just the opposite.
I thought you liked her.
You knew what you had to do, yet you let your emotions seize and twist you. But that's the nature of a heroic spirit. Or shall we say, charm of a heroic spirit. You truly were the most suited among us to bear the regalia.
What, Nero?
Yeah, really, Nero? Lubu is right there.
Yeah, but if it was Lubu, he'd be all like, counter-betrayal!
Refined beyond measure, beautiful beyond measure.
Stop hating on her!
To see you defeat the Blue Caster, to see you bring down even Altera despite the staggering odds. It's simply too much. An invincible heroine winning through every single time. Frankly, I can't stand to watch that anymore. You deserve your praise for unifying Seraphar, but I must see Velba bring you down, no matter what. I will see you break, see the Regalia break, see Seraphar break, see the Moon Cell Automaton itself break. And all that lives below will break with it. All things beautiful and unsightly, bright and dark, dawns, souls, flesh, minds, and the knowledge that holds them all together. Everything. Velba will feed on everything. That's the end of the entire equation. Don't know why I had to be shirtless for this, to be honest. Velba's will is
to
mysterious
show off that
indeed.
thing on his arm.
Truly, Velba's will is mysterious. Archimedes, a traitor. I still can't believe it, even though it was so obvious.
That's pretty obvious.
When did he turn, and why? How did he come across so sincerely before? When he...
Acting!
Acting!
Acting.
When he saved me back then, was that a lie? Was it part of his plan? The hour of destruction has come, Altera. You have played long enough at being a heroic spirit, and at being a human. Whatever you might believe of yourself, now is the moment of truth. Behold your name, the true embodiment of the Underworld Star, Sephir.
No, I can't. I've already lost. No more! No more! Destroy. No, I can't do it. Altera, damn you, Archimedes. What did you do? Her beautiful body art gone to waste.
What? And you think that's the problem? Man, you and I would never have gotten along. That body art was her old obsolete skill star symbol. The Undor symbol you see before you now is the sign of Velba. If anything, I've made it easier for the two of you to bond. Now you see who she truly is. Look well, and witness your own destruction.
Did our tits just get bigger?
This can happen. Whatever it is, it's gigantic. It's channeling a terrifying amount of mana. Its very existence gives off tremendous velvetiness. However, I turn my head. My eyes can't take in all of it at once. This being is so huge it nearly defies comprehension. A human silhouette. When did I start to recognize her individual features? When she first made her entrance? When her surroundings fell apart? When she turned her glowing red eyes towards me? The eyes. Yes, it was when I looked her in the eyes. As she screams, space itself seems to tremble. The sound is inhuman, unearthly. If a black hole could call out, this would be the sound of it. It's the sound of hunger, so primal, so tremendous that it resounds across the infinite void of space.
Okay, space isn't infinite though.
The world is breaking. The Titan scream alone is breaking Saratha apart. She truly is the king of destruction. Yes, bear witness. Behold the power far beyond that of any servant. Watch as she consumes the works of man, as she grows ever larger, ever stronger. Watch as she transforms worlds into lifeless husks. Can humanity stop her? No! No one can. Nothing will survive her wrath, not even despair.
What about you?
Details. As the stone of Altamira foretold, the Titan Saphir has awakened in the... This isn't desert, Archie. Now she stretches out her hand to crush the moon.